Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we have here a new version preview, Endless Summer for Dislyte. So with a new patch comes with it a new legendary Esper. So we're gonna analyze that, but first we're gonna watch together this new version preview. Let's go.
Obsession sometimes is a scary thing. An obsession so strong it becomes your armor, trapping you forever.
How many times do I have to say it before you believe me? Your father's dead!
I'm not a child anymore!
I always knew this day would come. Go start your new life. A life without me.
Maybe I'm stuck. This is not a dream. It's almost dawn. We're running out of time.
No, I won't leave Estero Harbor.
You're lying.
Leanne!
I'll definitely do it next time.
Yeah, Jiao too. Yeah, don't watch her, you bastard. But I would want to comment first. The cinematic just now feels like it gives me a vibe of Leora and Elaine. I think the team that was behind this video is the same as the one who made the Leora and Elaine's video. Yeah, because the vibe is the same. Like also like in cinematography, you have to learn how to make a video interesting. Like you need to cut here and there and then mess them up into like making an interesting trailer. And sometimes people have their own how to say unique way into doing that, like their own trademark. So this feels like the same person who made the Leora and Elaine's video, and probably also maybe some of the voice actor is the same. I don't know, like it somehow sounds similar. So let's just continue.
These bubbles almost drowned me. I
She
will
looks
protect.
beautiful. Like she exactly looks like a little mermaid. But this one is a shell. Like she used shell as somehow her decoration there. So I don't know what kind of god Jiao is, but I'll probably need to Google that. And
Everyone's
looking at her
happiness.
skills, like she probably plays a lot around with shield
That
because
was
of
quick.
the bubbles. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of mini games. Like Dislyte, I really love how Dislyte gives a lot of different mini games every couple of patch. Like their creative team really go out all out, with this kind of mini games. Like a different way to keep us on our toes. Like, ooh, what kind of new things that we're gonna see in this new patch, those kind of things. So it's not always the same. Like sometimes they're gonna reuse the old content, but they also give us something new. Like just this one, like this one is totally new. Don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna see it later in the actual patch when it comes out. All in all, it's gonna be interesting. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. So it's like another kind of quiz, but you spin among 6 espers. Yeah, endless summer.
I wish this moment would last forever.
Yeah, the story somehow doesn't connect with anything. Like the only thing I heard that we heard before is the Astral Harbor. I think the Astral Harbor is somewhere like, um, um, don't know, I forgot. But let's continue to the next one. Patch 3.3.0 details. So yeah, usually a long time ago I split the reaction video with the patch details, but right now I just want to combine them. So we see the Esper and then we're gonna analyze the skills straight away in one whole video. So let's just go. Let's see. Lian, Jiao 2, 5-star flow. Lian is a support Esper who can protect her allies with shield and healing. Look at that. I guess right with the shield. But this is surprising because she is a new healer. We've been waiting for a new healer. Like I knew another healer will come out because it's been a long time since our last healer. They came out with the new Esper. So there is no choice for them to release another healer within this patch or the next one. But yeah, it's apparently this one. So Lian's first ability, Droplet Attack, deals damage to one enemy based on attack and maximum HP, has a chance of inflicting attack down for 2 turns. So defensive unit, attack down is always welcome. Then grants recovery to the ally with the lowest HP percentage for 2 turns. This is just standard. The first skill of a recovery Esper. Lian's second ability, Bubble Bath. Yeah, we saw the animation just now. She loves her Bubble Bath. Deals damage to one enemy 4 times. So she's gonna be good combined with Mateo because of the multi-hits. Yeah, Mateo up until now, not many people knows how to use him. Basically, almost no one knows how to use him, because he is really good if paired with multi-hit Espers. So the more multi-hit Espers we get in the future, the stronger Mateo's support gonna be. So right now, Mateo is best when combined with Elaine, but no one, not a single player built both of them. So nobody ever seen the best out of Mateo and Elaine's combo. But right now, they probably in the future, they're gonna add more multi-hits Esper. So yeah, eventually someone will probably try to make a full team of multi-hitters together with Mateo, and then the video gonna blow up and everybody gonna see the combo. Based on attack and maximum HP, this is quite okay. So that means that you can build her as a tank. It depends on the percentage number. Like usually the Esper that use maximum HP, they also have some attack, like probably 30% or 40% of their attack, which means that it's no use to give the attack, just focus solely on the maximum HP at that point, because the attack is too low. So we're gonna see the percentage here. Has a chance of reducing the enemy's AP, this is good, always welcome, this is an extra bonus. And healing the ally with the lowest HP percentage. Okay, nice. So we're gonna see how much healing is based on Lian's maximum HP. How much percentage HP we gonna get from here? So I'm guessing this is gonna be similar to Ahmed and Clara's number, because Ahmed and Clara both have similar percentage HP turned into heal. So maybe this is gonna be the same. It's not gonna be too OP, it's not gonna be too low, because this is her second skill anyway. So not gonna expect much from this heal. It's probably at the most maximum it's gonna be the same as Ahmed's heal. After Ascension, it also increases AP for the ally being healed. Yeah, even also because of this, if the heal have something extra added built into the heal, that means that the heal itself is not gonna be specialized, in a sense that the number is not gonna be that big, because they need to balance the number if something do 2 things at once. So Really good at pushing the AP of the ally. That is like, getting hit the most. So this is always welcome. And depending on the number of AP that the skill increase, it can become really good, or it can be just a bonus. So if the AP is 50% or above, this is great. But if the AP increase is below 50%, like usually it's 20% or 30%, then it's gonna be all right. So Leon's third ability, Protective Foam, grants Leon Dream Bubble for 2 turns. Dream Bubble is this a new kind of buff. Grants all allies defense up and shield for 2 turns. This is great. So very defensive. This is similar to Abigail's second skill. Shield strength is based on Leon's maximum HP. Okay, always welcome. And since this is a third ability, like I'm hoping the shield strength is gonna be as big as Berenice. Because right now, the best shielder comes from Abigail because it uses the allies' lost HP. But if the allies doesn't lose any HP, like if all of your allies are healthy, then the best one in giving shield is Berenice, still Berenice, and probably Laura by now. Yeah, but Laura gives a critical resist, so her shield is not as big as an epic Esper compared to rare Esper, which Berenice is. So they both give similar amount of shield. So Dream Bubble, undispellable, right? So this means that this is a golden buff. Incapacitated, immune to controls. Okay, so this works exactly the same as Sally. Yeah, Sally is also incapacitated, like she cannot move while she has this buff, but she also immune to controls for Leon's case. So probably because you probably need to do something right after you do this, and increase all enemies miss rate. Okay, highlight this word. Okay, highlight this sentence. Okay, this is great. A buff that affects the enemy. This is insane. This is the most OP skill from Leon here. And I'm gonna come back to this after later. So heals an ally after they take a hit, triggers once per target per turn. So this skill makes all of your allies becomes Genie. Because for Genie's case, she heals back her health every time she receives damage, and the heal depends on the lost HP. But this one, every time her allies get hit, they also get, they get hit, they also get healed. And healing is based on Leon's maximum HP. So depending on the percentage number here, it can be higher than the damage that they took, or it can be lower than the damage that they took. Different than Genie. Like Genie always heal you like 60% of the missing HP. So it's gonna be always fixed, like the amount of number that you get healed proportionate to the number of the amount of damage that you take. When a teammate falls, revives and heals them for a certain percentage of their HP, and this effect ends. Okay, so this is just like a free resurrect without using any turn. So the moment your ally is dead, they just straight away get a revive, and you lose this Dream Bubble buff, which is, if you think about it, it works exactly the same as Oli. But in this case, like, once you revive your ally, if they get hit again, they don't have the invincibility that Oli gives to his ally. So yeah, pros and cons. But really, the highlight of this skill is this one. The thing is that usually when you want to affect the enemy team, you put a debuff on them. But this one, they get me straight up with your own buff, So like, here's the thing. Like usually, if the enemy gets something bad for them, they can just cleanse that bad effect. which is the debuff. But in this case, they cannot cleanse it. They need to dispel instead, because the effect is on our own team. It's a buff. But because it's undispellable, so really there's nothing that the enemy can do with this. They will always get this miss rate out. And together with the miss rate up debuff itself, like you got the one from Tricky or the one from any other esper, like the esper that can give miss rate up debuff, this can stack. That means that people are going to value attack bonus more right now. And it's exactly the same as what I've been building my Javid and Ashley. Like a lot of people are stacking critical rate and critical damage. Like everybody, every player in the game, they always aim for critical rate and critical damage, which is bad. And here is why, like the developer also knew about this, and they, the more we get new espers, it starts from Ethan. The more espers that we get in the latest patch right now, they all stops critical damage from happening. Like Ethan, Genie, etc., etc. Like they no longer play around with critical and critical damage, because it is now it always has been overrated, the critical damage. Now it becomes something that you need to consider. If you go stacking critical rate and critical damage, you're gonna suffer even more because of Ethan together with Leon now. Because you will no longer be able to deal critical damage, and when you miss, that means that your whole effort into increasing your critical damage will go down to 0. Like you deal nothing at all. So having attack bonus worth more right now compared to critical damage, and also it depends on the situation. Okay, so don't take it, word for word that I say here. Okay, so it depends on the situation. Like you do want to take into account attack bonus far more than critical damage. This is why my Intisar has been built with more attack bonus rather than critical damage. And also my Javid and Ashley, like if you watch my live stream, you know that my Javid and my Ashley doesn't have any critical rate and critical damage at all. They all play with attack bonus, because I knew this thing will happen sooner or later. Critical damage is overrated, and it's time for you to change away from the critical damage if you encounter people who play around with Leon and Ethan, just like how I play with Ethan. So let's go with the resonance here. Protective Forms, final shield plus 10%, okay, good. A new effect is added to Protective Foam. Protective Foam is third skill, okay? Gains an extra turn when Dream Bubble ends. Nice, this is nice. So that means that the extra turn will reduce your cooldown by 1. That means that you gonna be able to use your third ability much more often. And we're gonna see how much cooldown turn this third ability have later on in the BTR. But this is always great to have, like extra bonus turn is always great to have. And then the resonance 4 when granting shield strength plus 30%. Oh my god, that's really nice, So resonance 4 gonna make this Leon really good as a support, especially now that you have the extra turn here. So shield, really great. And also I mentioned that the number of shield we're gonna see, like the shield strength, hopefully it's as big as Berenice and Laura. And resonance 6, a new effect is added to Protective Foam again, the third skill. Gains Dream Bubble for 2 turns at the start of combat. Yeah, this is just like Sally. So really, if you get this miss rate increase for your whole enemies at the start of the combat, that means that Cliff team will die once you have Leon, because everybody who plays with critical damage will die now because of Leon. But this is straightforward. Yeah, Leon, in summary, like Leon's playstyle is very, very straightforward. Everybody should get this, like the moment they see this skill list, like even the most stupid people will get how to play this this Esper. So yeah. Nothing fancy, nothing hidden, like just highlight this word, you know, this sentence here. Hopefully they don't change anything with this, you know. And depending on the number of the miss rate increase, we're gonna see some insane number when we go into the PvP meta later on, you know. And it's not necessary that you use Leon in a tank team. You can also use Leon in a speed team. Because of the AP increase, this is always good. And yeah, like even if you use a speed team, if you make the enemy miss their critical damage, even your speed team will be able to survive getting hit by the enemy's damage. And also C gives a lot of shield here and also heal, so that means that you will be able to survive. C will be really good combined with, who is that? The Quetzalcoatl, Valeria. Yeah, C will be really good combined with Valeria, because they both are a DPS Esper that belongs to speed team. Well, Leon doesn't really belong to the speed team, but Valeria definitely is, and they both increase the survivability of Paper Esper, because the way they protect their friends doesn't depend on how much HP or defense your friend has. Like it's straight up reducing the enemy's ability to damage or even kill your allies. It's just like how you play around with Oli, someone who is paper, but it prevents the enemy from straight up killing your Paper Esper until you are able to kill the enemy first before they kill you. So Leon, Valeria, Oli, they are all in the same category, you know. So that's it. That's Leon, and there is no other. You know, there's no other new Esper in this update, so you can read the rest in your own time. So here is some in-depth analysis for the current PvP meta right now. So here is the situation that we have right now. Previously, the speed team are, you know, controlling the entire PvP arena before we get the 3.1.7 update, which make everybody have double health. It's not exactly double health. Like I'm just gonna you know, shorten it to double health. Increase your health by certain percentage depending on your point war level, but it basically makes a tank team harder to kill. And so the speed team are not able to one-shot a tank team anymore, but it also makes the tank team, you know, dominating. Yeah, that's the word. Dominating the point war. And at that point, the developer knew they need to change something to balance the thing. You know, they don't want just one type of team dominating the entire PvP arena. So they add more DPS, they add more percentage HP DPS Esper, which is Intisar, Changchi, Ethan, and all those things came out, like Javid. So there are more ways now to kill the tank and even the Taver that came out recently, you know. So now we have a good balance of speed team and the tank team, which is good. So speed team can dominate if you have enough speed and damage, and the tank team can also dominate if you are able to withstand the enemy's DPS. So all in all, we are currently at a good balance, but there is still a slight problem Because if the enemy has speed team and they have insane amount of damage, which is what I mentioned just now, like everybody who just hoard the critical rate and critical damage as much as possible, like once they have like stupid crazy high DPS, nothing can stop them, especially when they also have insane speed, so that's why the point for 18 are dominated by people who are basically unkillable, or those who are very, very fast, because nothing can defeat them if they move first and kill you first. So this is their solution. Against a speed team that you basically lose in terms of speed, right now there is no way for you to counter that except for you to just make your tank as tanky as possible and just pray that you don't get one-shotted. But it's really hard now that people also have Taver, people also have percentage HP damage, even the Changchi, just swap HP and kill. All those things are making the tank team having a hard time. So here is their answer, Lian, because increasing all enemies' miss rate passively is what kills the speed team. Even if they move first, if they miss, that means that you will definitely survive, no matter how many times they move, because this thing is undispellable. No matter how many times they move, they will always miss their attack, and that is crazy, So if you are, very competitive in the point war and basically in PvP content, don't look away from Lian. Definitely take Lian into consideration into your lineup. But right now, we have so many espers that we have so many combinations to choose from. It's not always the same 5 espers over and over again when you want to build a speed team or a tank team. We have so many combinations right now. So Lian can also be for you to think about, to put inside your team. Because if you know that you will definitely lose in terms of speed against the enemy speed team, use Lian. She will definitely be able to make your espers survive, no matter if your espers are tank or if they are speed team, So for example, if your lineup is TA, Ashley, Ethan, Gaius, and Lian, your other espers will definitely survive getting hit by the enemy's Gaius. Because if Gaius doesn't crit, that's it, he deals no damage. So we will see. But yeah, everything that I said will only ever happen to someone who is able to get Resonance 6 Lian. So most likely it's not gonna change straight away, like the meta not gonna change straight away, but it will slowly move towards that future, because slowly people are going to get more duplicates of Lian here and there. So after a couple of months or years of playing this game, and everybody got Resonance 6 Lian, that's the time when everything that I said gonna take into account. But for now, whatever you do, everything, like the whole things that's happening right now in this current meta are still gonna happen, except for the top 10 in point war. Definitely the whales are going to fight over the Resonance 6 Lian because she just straight up kills the speed team. So yeah, nothing much gonna change for the standard average players. So don't worry too much, guys. So yeah, that's it. That's all for tonight's analysis, guys. Very, very straightforward. Nothing fancy, nothing hidden. Everybody should be able to get this. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna be able to see the percentage number later in the PTR, and I'll see you in the PTR testing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.